MLB 12, the show. So real, it's unreal. Rated E for everyone.
PlayStation.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Our Cubs in-game box score brought to you by BMW. For a limited time, get incredible lease deals on the 2011 BMW 3 Series. Visit ChicagolandBMW.com for more info. Cubs pulling out the home run bats today. 3-run shot by Ian Stewart and a grand slam, the first of Brian LaHare's career. And that's it for Adam Wainwright. It'll be Victor Marte, a portly right-hander. 6'2", 254.
Portly, I like that. Oh.
Good take by DeJesus. 2-0 on David. Marte was selected from AAA Memphis last Friday as Scott Linebrink was sent to the DL. They got him from Kansas City a year ago, and he led the Pacific Coast League last season, and all at AAA with 31 saves as he walks to Jesus.
Already the third at bat of the ball game for David DeJesus. He's been on base twice, including that leadoff double to start the game. Later came around to score on Starlin Castro's single, and now a leadoff walk here in the fourth. Well, I guess that's what a leadoff man's supposed to do.
Now, when I use the word portly, I'm not assuming, Victor Marte doesn't work out. I'm just telling you how he appears in his uniform. He's a big guy.
Yes, he is. He's portly. You see that with pitchers. You think back to Ray King and
Dennis Reyes.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers, you don't run the ball over home plate, and they get to a point in their career where they don't do as much running as maybe they did when they were younger. Try to take it into the training room and ride the bike a little bit to fool people, but the reality is they just want to throw the ball. They don't want to work out.
Shallow right and a base hit. Bloop single, Darwin Barney. He's 2 for 3.
Well, that's going to make up for a line drive that Darwin Barney hits right at somebody later this season. Take him any way you can get him.
The Cubs offense had struggled mightily to put some hits together over the first 6 games. Busted out for 8 runs yesterday. And today 8 more, and they're 4 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Well, as loud as it was in this place before we started, and in the first inning, it is very quiet.
And a lot more empty seats. It's never easy to tell here at Busch Stadium because the seats are red and everybody wears red, but a lot of the people that were here for the ceremonies before the ball game scampered out when the rain started in the bottom of the first inning.
Line in the left. DeJesus stopping at third. Per Pat Listash's instructions, bases loaded for Soriano. Trying to keep adding on against a Cardinal team that came in averaging over 5 runs a game. Double play ball on a hop for call. Descalzo and Carpenter. No RBI for Soriano as DeJesus scores. It's now 9-0.
Sure, Fonzie would have liked to have done a lot more damage than just 1 RBI in that situation, but Cubs will take it. Just keep adding on. Keep the pressure on the Cardinals here. Don't stop swinging those bats. And ideally they will continue to swing the bats and take their base on balls in this game and force Mike Matheny to open up a whole can of bullpen today. You love to see as many relief pitchers in game 1 of a series as you possibly can. Stopped by Molina. A little bit of self-defense there. That ball bounces way out in front of home plate. Cradles it up against his right rib cage.
Ian Stewart was a first-round pick. The Rockies in 2003. The guy who scouted him and signed him, Todd Blyleven, the son of Bert, the Hall of Famer.
Three-one count. One of those was a called strike.
Broken bat grounder. A little slip by Carpenter, and Marte bails him out. That goes 3-1 to end the inning. The Cubs add a run, however, and lead 9-0.
Have you met the neighbors of late night? Liz Lemon.
I'm your worst nightmare is who I is.
Bender.
Only I didn't have so much crunk in my badunkadunk.
Frank.
Make some cash.
Welcome to the neighborhood. That's what we call a block party. Late nights on WGN America.
It's not just where you are, but where you want to be. And with smooth drinking Busch beer, the mountains are closer than you think.
We're gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. Ain't never coming back.
Isn't it time to head for the mountains?
Can't you see? Can't you see?
Did we read your mind? Depends. Did your mind say, I wish somebody would build a fuel-efficient crossover that has things like an available panoramic sunroof, voice command navigation system, third-row seating, and class-leading horsepower? If so, then yes. Yes, we did read your mind. The 2013 Kia Sorento.
At Mobile, we believe it's smarter to change your oil than change your car. We believe in friends that go the extra mile, and engines that go the extra years. We believe your engine should last till this little one has little ones of her own. That's why we created Mobile Super, tested and proven to help reduce wear, prevent sludge, and extend the life of your engine for the long, long run. Mobile Super, for long engine life.
Well, the Cardinals had fun celebrating their World Series championship before the game, but the Cubs have had all the fun since the first pitch. 9-0 in the fourth. Yadier Molina, first pitch swinging, sending DeJesus back. Right up against the wall. 1 out. Carpenter is 1 for 1. Samardzija, a wind, and the fastball outside.
I like this. Took a little walk off the mound to regroup. When you get one pitch, one quick out, you want to jump ahead on that next hitter, and so far he's missed badly with 2 fastballs up and away from Carpenter. There, he's back in the zone.
Well, he can blame himself for that.
Yeah.
Little trip and stumble as he scrambled to get Ian Stewart. No problem. Alfonso Soriano, 2 quick outs. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Watch 8 full hours of Law and Order Criminal Intent on Good vs. Better Days every Saturday starting at 11 a.m. East, 8 a.m. West, right here on WGN America.
Descalzo fouls off. Bob, interesting moment. They actually had to stop the game on the south side today for about 5 minutes to redraw the batter's box. Miguel Cabrera in the top of the first inning stepped in and said the back line is too far up. And Gary Cederstrom, the crew chief, said, you're right. It was too close to the pitcher. I guess Cabrera's used to being in one spot. When he put his foot down, he noticed the line was ahead of that, and he said something doesn't look right. Batter's box is 4 feet wide, 6 feet deep. And according to the MLB.com story here, extending 3 feet away from the midpoint of home plate. Got to stay in the box when you hit. Good job by Cabrera to spot that. Good job, Jeff Samardzija, with a 9-0 lead.
Enough! No Pepsi for you. And what do you do?
I sing.
Enough! All right. Pepsi for you.
No, Pepsi for all.
Yeah, boy!
Let's play indoors this weekend. All we need is a couple of gallons of our hardest working paint from the Get It Done place that gives us more top-rated brands than anywhere else. At prices that won't shake up our budget. Let's make a one-wall statement. Or tackle a total room takeover with paint that'll get the job done in fewer trips up and down the ladder. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. The #1 brand of paint just got better, starting at $23.98.
Overstock.com has gifts every mom will love. You'll find huge savings on the best brand names at a fraction of the retail cost. Enter our Mother's Day sweepstakes for a chance to win more than 100 daily prizes and a $1,000 prize each week. Great prices and prizes. Why shop anywhere else? Plus, shipping on your entire order is always $2.95 or less. Overstock.com.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
Relationships are like a freeway.
Wait a minute. A month ago, you told me relationships were like a traveling circus.
How I Met Your Mother, tonight at 8 East, 5 West.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC. The Cubs offense has really gotten it in gear the last couple of days, and not facing just anybody, but Zach Greinke and Adam Wainwright.
It's pretty good.
Brian LaHare with a grand slam. First of his career. That was in the third inning. Even he wasn't quite sure he had gotten all of it at first.
That's a good feeling as a hitter, though. You know, at worst, it's going to be a sacrifice fly, maybe a double off the wall, but that time it just continued to carry, and he ends up driving in everybody.
The change up from Marte. 1-2. Brian LaHare, born in Worcester, Mass. His high school basketball coach was J.P. Ricciardi, former big league GM. Called strike 3 for the first out. If Soto can get on the board here, he's 0 for 2. One hopper handled by David Freese. 2 outs. Tickets are available now for the 2012 Cubs season, including the next homestand against division rivals, the Reds and these Cardinals, April 20th through the 25th. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com, call 1-800-THE-CUBS, or visit the Wrigley Field box office. At some point here, Bob, I mean, we're in the 5th inning. Might see Dale Swaim get one of his bench guys in at bat or 2 late, but I have a feeling Bird and Soto are going to take all of their at bats today. You've got a huge lead. You've got 2 struggling veteran hitters who could use the at bats.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was good to see Marlin hit that breaking ball into left field for a base hit his last time up there. And it's just human nature, Len. When you are struggling at the plate, the tendency is to be even more aggressive. And yeah, we've already spoken to Marlon Bird's aggressiveness. We've seen Giovanni Soto swing at some first pitches early in the season. You just want to get in there and help your team.
Beltran will make the knee-high catch to end the inning. Quickly, the Cubs go down 1-2-3, but lead big.
It's not just where you are, but where you want to be. And with smooth drinking Busch beer, the mountains are closer than you think.
We're gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. Ain't never coming back.
Isn't it time to head for the mountains?
Can't you see?
on those gardening gloves. Grab the nearest spade. And let's see how colorful an afternoon can be. With certified advice to help us expand our palette and prices that give us more spring per dollar, we can mix the right soil with the right ideas and bring even more color to any garden. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Lay down a new look with Earth Grow Mulch, now 3 bags for just $10.
Over the past 50 years, the way America travels has changed a lot. But through all that time and all those many changes, there's been the same place to find a comfortable night's rest, Motel 6. Always there with the lowest price of any national chain, so you save more for what you travel for. So no matter how much the journey changes, you'll know there's a light on at the end of it. Motel 6, 50 years, and the light's still on.
Who's searching for you? You can find out right now if someone is searching for you for free. Go to mylife.com, the internet's leading social site. Just type in your name and see if someone's searching for you right now for free. Go to mylife.com. Who's searching for you?
White Sox Tigers, Sunday 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
Fifth inning brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC. The 9 runs, but quite honestly, Jeff Samardzija hasn't needed that much support over his first 2 starts. Take it when you can get it. There's Shane Robinson batting for Marte, and the pitch is off the plate inside.
A couple of tastes of big league action for Robinson. Back in 09, he played in 11 games for the Cardinals. Last year was in 9 ball games.
Shoots a flare out into right. See a lot of the Cardinal bullpen, it appears, today. J.C. Romero, veteran lefty, will get the 6th. Mike Matheny's bench coach is a former teammate of yours, Mike Aldretti, who was the Cardinals' assistant hitting coach. So they do have some holdovers on their staff. But Aldretti in a different spot. Chris Maloney, their first base coach. We showed you Derek Lilliquist. Mark McGuire still handling the hitting. For Call with a swinging bunt. And Samardzija picks it up and tags him. Nicely done. That's a bit of a risky play, as Percall was right near him when he picked up the ball, but he was able to pick it up and apply the tag quickly.
Well, the key is to do one thing at a time. Make sure you pick up the ball first before you try to apply the tag. The speedy Rafael Percall running right down that restraining box down the first base line on this little chopper. A nice play by Samardzija to get down there, get the ball, apply the tag. And then quickly check the runner at second base. That's something that the pitchers work on in their PFPs, pitchers fielding practice in spring training. Not only do you run over and cover the bag at first, but if there's a runner on base, you have to immediately check that runner.
John Jay, fastball in. And a base hit. Jose Oquendo will send Robinson, and they get their first run, 9-1.
Second hit of the game for John Jay. This one drives home a run. Slider that just stayed right over the middle of the plate, speeding up his bat a little bit. Hard hit line drive into right field. DeJesus wisely decides to just lob it back into second base to hold Jay to a single.
Holliday did not play in Game 7 of the World Series last year. Suffered a sprained right wrist in Game 6, and he was actually taken off the roster for that decisive contest.
That was an ongoing drama throughout the postseason last year. There were a couple of times, once in the division series, once in the NLCS, when it was a game time decision whether Matt Holliday was going to be able to take his position in left field and swing the bat.
Well, that's got to be tough for a guy who's a big part of their team last year and an everyday player not being able to play in Game 7. DeJesus is going to get to the spot right near the wall, and John Jay, who had almost gotten to second base, has to scamper back.
I can't imagine anything for any player as you get a look at David DeJesus tracking this one all the way to the track just in front of that Cardinals bullpen. Can't imagine anything more frustrating, more disappointing, as you said, than to be an integral part of a team that gets to the World Series and then physically be unable to go out there and do what you want to do to help your team win.
The fact that they did win, I'm sure, made him feel a lot better.
Took some of the edge off, yeah.
One and 0 to the switch hitting Beltran. Pretty funny story going back to his Mets days last season. He offered pitcher Jonathan Neese a nose job. He said, "I'll pay for it." And Neese took him up on it. Base hit. Jay to third. Beltran 2 for 2 with a walk. So Neese had the rhinoplasty procedure over the winter, and sure enough, Beltran ponied up $10,000. Neese wanted it for cosmetic reasons, but I guess it has helped his breathing as well. There you go.
As a young starting pitcher, you can't get too frustrated giving up base hits with a big lead in a ball game. His pitching coach Chris Bosio would much rather see that than issuing base on balls and falling behind in the count. Pitch count 1 away from 90 at this point. You see it happen an awful lot over the course of a long season when a team spots a pitcher to a big lead. Your job is to go out there and throw strikes and let your defense work behind you, and occasionally you're going to give up some hits and runs in those situations.
And that one will get into right for Freese. 9-2. 11 RBIs already for David Freese.
It's just a nice piece of hitting that time. Wasn't a horrible pitch. Fastball on the outer part of the plate and down. David Freese just stayed on it, shot it into right field.
The Cardinals with 8 hits, they have all been singles. And Molina could not help himself on a slider. 0-1. Fans chanting Yadi, Yadi. Line in the left. We might see some bullpen action. Cubs still lead by 6, but Jeff has given up 5 hits here in this inning.
run-stopping meeting at the mound coming up. Another pitch up in the zone, inner part of the plate. Molina with the clean single into left field. Now, as I sat here and told you just a moment ago, Jeff Samardzij's job is to just throw strikes and let his defense work behind him, but you'd like to see quality strikes. You don't just aim for the middle of the plate and hope for the best. Keep that ball down, moving around the edges, but yet keep it in the zone.
Some scurrying in the bullpen, but nobody yet throwing. That could change here momentarily. Carpenter with runners at first and second. 3 runs in.
Now, Samardzij's spot is scheduled to lead off in the top half of the 6th inning, so we'll see how many more deliveries he has to make to get out of this inning.
Ball well hit. Marlon Byrd tracking, and it's going to get all the way to the wall. And the Cardinals are back in it. A 2-run triple. First triple of Matt Carpenter's career. 9-5.
Flat slider right in the middle of the plate to Matt Carpenter. He got barrel on it. Hit that ball a long way to the gap in right center field. Marlon Byrd gave it a good effort, but you could see he started from the left field side of center. Had a long way to go and just could not catch up.
Their first extra base hit. They are out hitting the Cubs now 10-9 as Descalso swings and misses on a fastball. There is action in the Cubs bullpen. That's Rafael Dolis, and he's getting ready quickly. Descalso, the 9th Cardinal to bat this inning. They put up a 5 spot. Cutter inside. Samardzij has to get this out to qualify for the win today. But if he doesn't get Descalso, he might not get that opportunity. Two and two.
He's up over the 100 pitch mark in the ball game now. I believe that was 101 that last delivery at 94 miles per hour.
You know, his spot due to lead off in the 6th, so they'd like him to get this out for a couple of reasons. And Descalso chased a bad one. And foul ball, I guess. No argument from the Cubs dugout.
To tell from that angle, but Giovanni Soto was reacting as if it were a swing and a miss. And I don't think he came close to that ball.
I didn't hear anything. This time, he got him. Cardinals get 5. Cubs lead by 4.
WGN.
WGN.
WGN. WGN America.
WGN America.
Where the fans are in charge. This is WGN America, home to the biggest shows on television.
Nice. Looks like WGN America filled out in all the right places.
You're good, WGN America. You're very good.
At Olive Garden, we're as passionate about cheese as you are. So we've created 3 new Parmesan dishes. New grilled chicken Parmesan, chicken fresh off the grill, as well as grilled shrimp or grilled steak, all with a Parmesan crust. Passion for Parmesan. For a limited time, only at Olive Garden.
It's 9 p.m. and the chocolate cravings begin again. For nights like these, there's Special K Chocolatey Delight cereal. So you can get your chocolatey fix without undoing your whole day. An unguilty pleasure. What will you gain when you lose?
As you can see, we like to earn free stuff.
You asked for free, we give you free. Right now, when you book at any of these Choice Hotels, stay 2 separate times, and you can earn 1 night free. Book today at choicehotels.com.
Get the 20-piece McNuggets. What? That lovely girl? Caught your eye? 20-piece McNuggets are only $4.99. You offer to share them. A conversation begins.
That's pretty smart.
I've been around.
20-piece chicken McNuggets, only $4.99. Just one of the awesome tastes available only on McDonald's new Extra Value menu. The simple joy of being extra smart.
Let's take a look at our Ford upcoming Cubs schedule. Today through Sunday here in St. Louis against the Cardinals. After an off day Monday, the Cubs will hook up with the Marlins Tuesday through Thursday. And then the Reds come to town next weekend. Ford manufactures of more fuel-efficient vehicles than any other brand. Check them out at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com.
Left-hander J.C. Romero will do the pitching for the Cardinals, and a former Cardinal, Joe Mather, will pinch hit for Jeff Samardzija. Jeff can get the win. His outing certainly marred to an extent by a 5-run outburst in the 5th, but he still has a decent shot at starting the year 2-0.
Good straight changeup from Romero. That's one of his best pitches. He features a fastball, a slider, and that straight change we just saw Joe Mather swing through.
0-2. Romero signed over the winter as a free agent. Among all left-handed pitchers going into today, 661 appearances since 2000 is tops. That's active lefties. Squibbed, and Romero will pick it up and flip in time. Bomb for Samardzija certainly didn't end the way he wanted. But it's always hard to tell on days like this when you have a 9-0 lead if psychologically something changes in how you pitch in those middle innings.
It just looked like he was making a lot more mistakes up over the heart of the plate. And as I mentioned, you want him to throw strikes. You want him to force the opposition to put the ball in play to your defense. But you can't just stand out there and throw everything belt high over the middle of the plate. You still have to make quality pitches. But, you know, all part of the learning process. We've talked at length about Jeff making the conversion from a reliever to a starter this year, and hopefully a very valuable lesson learned today.
Just foul. Well, with 4 innings to go, we're going to see the top Cubs relievers, and hopefully they can hold it. We'll see Dolis. Might see a little James Russell today. Pretty good chance we'll see Wood and Marmol as well. Ground ball for call. Right to him, in fact, positioned perfectly as he gets to Jesus. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Watch 8 full hours of Law and Order Criminal Intent on Good versus Better Days every Saturday starting at 11 a.m. East, 8 a.m. West, right here on WGN America.
And a long rain delay of 1:44 before a long ceremony honoring the World Series champion Cardinals. And the Cubs jumped all over Adam Wainwright with 4 in the first, 4 in the third. And lead 9-5 here in the 6th inning.
Very animated Jeff Samardzija describing something that happened out there on the field of play today.
Barney swings and misses. 8 in a row sent down by Cardinal pitching. 9-5 Cubs.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
If you've been thinking about financial options for your retirement future and how to provide some real security for you and your family, you really ought to consider a reverse mortgage with AAG. It's a safe, effective financial tool that's already being used by hundreds of thousands of other Americans. It allows you to eliminate monthly mortgage payments, have the money to pay some bills, or simply enjoy your retirement more. A government-insured reverse mortgage with AAG allows seniors to stay in their home and turn their equity into tax-free cash. To qualify, there are no credit score requirements. And the best part, you continue to retain complete ownership of your home.
Call 1-800-862-2359 now to receive your free info pack, including DVD, brochure, and an extra booklet featuring real reverse mortgage borrowers. That's 1-800-862-2359.
Find out more. Call AAG today.
Call 1-800-862-2359 now to receive your free DVD and brochure with absolutely no obligation.
AAG, the best advice for a better life.
Relationships are like a freeway. Wait a minute. A month ago you told me relationships were like a traveling circus.
How I Met Your Mother, tonight at 8 East, 5 West.
Look at today's Bud Fan Cam. It's Girl Like You by the Len Price 3. That's our Bud Fan Cam, brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds.
Rafael Dolis working here in the 6th inning. A little tighter than it was an inning ago, and the Cardinals got 5 to make it a 4-run game. The rookie against rookie here as Eric Komatsu, Rule 5 pick from the Nationals, will lead it off as a pinch hitter. Komatsu is 2 for 5 with 2 walks.
Komatsu, a product of that great baseball program at Cal State Fullerton. There's a Rule 5 pick from the Washington Nationals this past December.
Camarillo, California, was a high school teammate of Delman Young. And he is out 4-3. For call has not reached. In the air to right, and Jesus will catch it on the back pedal. Looks like he came in and maybe a step and then was able to recover.
And a good recovery by David DeJesus. I think he was fooled a little bit by Furcall's swing. The ball carried a lot further than he anticipated. Came in a couple of steps, but agile enough to retreat and make the catch as he backpedals onto that warning track.
Jorge Posada threw out the ceremonial first pitch at Yankee Stadium today after announcing his retirement 3 months ago. And Barney can't get it, and a base hit. Throw to second. Save. Boy, Jay took a chance and his team down 4, and he got in. It's a double.
And you're more likely to take that chance with 2 outs in the inning. Try to get yourself into scoring position for the middle of your own lineup. Nice effort once again by David DeJesus. Tries to make a barehanded play like a third baseman fielding a bunt. I'll tell you a very subtle thing there, Len. Do you notice how Starlin Castro just smothered that ball at second base? I think back to the Cactus League and Dale Swaim talking to the Cubs infielders about the idea of trying to pick that ball in the dirt, come way up with your glove. Just keep it right there in front. Just try to smother it, keep the ball close. You try to pick that ball, it may fly anywhere in the infield, allowing Jay to advance on to third. Learned his lesson well this spring.
On Holiday. Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek threw out the first pitches in Boston today.
It's funny because Varitek rarely caught Wakefield.
Right. They combined for 31 seasons with the Red Sox before retiring. 17 for Wakefield, 14 for Varitek. Dwight Evans caught Wakefield's pitch. Jim Rice was a catcher for Veritek. Right field coming in is DeJesus, and he makes a catch. That's huge. As Holiday was bidding for an RBI hit, Dolis keeps them off the board in the 6th. David DeJesus with an excellent diving catch. Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Pepsi Max, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste.
Enough! No Pepsi for you. And what do you do?
I sing.
Enough! All right. Pepsi for you.
No, Pepsi for all.
Yeah, boy!
Your car is everything. Your taxi, your moving van, your baby. And for over 30 years, AutoZone has had the parts you can count on to keep it going. But parts are just part of what we do. We're part buddy, part mentor, part of the American way of doing things. So whether you're Mr. DIY or a master mechanic, AutoZone has your back. Parts are just part of what we do.
Get in the zone.
AutoZone.
I have 2 products in front of you, and we're going to start with product X. This is a very affordable product that will help save you a lot of money.
I like it. I like it too.
This is product Y. This is a much more expensive product. You will not see a lot of savings with this one.
Harsh.
You chose Geico, and you did not choose their competitor. Was this your first car insurance taste test?
9-5, the Cubs have the lead. As we get into the 7th, right-hander Kyle McClellan will do the pitching.
A couple of scoreless innings against the Reds on Wednesday. Also pitched last Friday, gave up a 3-run home run against the Brewers. 4-pitch guy, fast curve, slider change.
Broken bat fly ball, center field, base hit. Starlin Castro 3 for 3 with a walk. Well, Matt Cain lost his no-hit bid in the 6th inning when Pirates starting pitcher James McDonald hit a single. That would be the only hit Cain would allow. A complete game, 1-hit shutout, no walks, 11 strikeouts. Well, just looking at the box score here, that might have been the only base runner he allowed. Facing 1 over the minimum. 5-0, the Giants beat the Pirates in San Francisco's home opener. Not bad. Close at first. Starlin got back.
That's probably about his maximum lead. He's been able to get back with a dive on the last 2 pickoff attempts. Very close plays. And that's probably about the maximum lead Starlin can expect to get over there at first base against McClellan.
Castro goes safe. He's in. He was tied for the major league lead coming in with 5 steals. That's number 6.
Took advantage of a high throw by Yadier Molina, who caught 25% of the runners attempting to steal against him last year. You see Descalso had to go up the ladder to catch that high throw. By the time he got the tag down, Starlin had his hands on the bag at second.
Strike three. Soriano's out. Now Ian Stewart, who hit a 3-run homer in the first inning. Yeah, Matt Cain was a James McDonald single away from a perfect game today.
Wow. What a way to open the season at home, huh?
I have not seen Tim Lincecum pitch. He's made 2 starts and hasn't even completed 8 innings. Got a 12.91 earned run average. History would say he'll figure it out.
I think he will, but I'll tell you, I saw some of his first start of the year against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they banged him around pretty good. A couple of long home runs, a lot of traffic on the bases. Yeah, for all the great pitchers that are off to tremendous starts this year, there's a few that are struggling. But I think it's all going to even out for Tim Lincecum.
And Stewart draws a walk. The other good thing about today, Cubs had really struggled against righties going into action today. They were hitting just .219 versus righties, .333 against lefties in the early going. They banged around Adam Wainwright, and that was going into today's action. Brian LaHare has had a Dave Kingman-like day, a grand slam and 2 strikeouts.
That's the way Kong used to do it. Hit a ball 700 feet and then don't make contact the rest of the afternoon.
Deep to left, this ball twisting toward the corner, and it's out of play.
It's those gold numbers and letters. It just looks weird. From up here in the press box, it's kind of hard to read the numbers on the back of the uniform. I have no chance of reading the names.
Yeah, I think the Giants wore uniforms like this last year to start the season, so maybe that's the new thing in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, obviously you love Brian LaHare hitting the grand slam, but I think in the bigger picture you love the fact that he hit the grand slam to left field. A lot of power hitters get locked in to feel like they have to pull the ball to hit it out of the ballpark. Well, the grand slam came to left center.
Runners go as he pulls it foul.
Then the first pitch of this at bat was a foul ball down that left field line that nearly had home run distance.
Got him on a slow curve at 71.
Really took a lot off of this breaking ball. I mentioned McClellan, a 4-pitch guy, but he'll change speeds on that curveball. He'll throw one that's harder with that 12-6 break. That time took a lot off, made it an off-speed breaking pitch. There's another one. That curveball's just slow enough, Len, that you don't have time to regroup. A lot of times you'll recognize that pitch out of his hand, but he takes so much off of it. Brian LaHare wasn't able to pull the trigger, and neither was Giovanni Soto.
Comes the 0-1. That's a strike. Throw to first. They would have had him, but Carpenter was way off the bag, which obviously allowed Stewart to get that extra lead.
That timing of that play was all thrown off. Molina a little slower than normal coming out of the chute, and Carpenter was slower than Albert used to be breaking for the bag at first. It's going to take a little while to get timing with your new teammates.
McClellan working out of the bullpen. He split the year between the rotation and the pen last season. He gets 3 strikeouts in this inning as the Cubs strand 2. Stretch time from St. Louis.
Have you met the neighbors of late night? Liz Lemon.
I'm your worst nightmare is who I is.
Bender.
Only I didn't have so much crunk in my badunka-dunk.
Frank.
Make some cash.
Welcome to the neighborhood. That's what we call a block party. Late nights on WGN America.
And so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were there on that day. Keep feeling fascination.
At Domino's, we've always said yes. You wanted your pizza delivered? We said yes. You wanted to track your pizza, change our 50-year-old recipe, pizza in a blizzard? Yes, yes, and yes. But when it comes to our artisan pizzas, we're saying...
No. Sorry, I can't add any different toppings to artisan.
With perfectly balanced toppings and a hand-stretched crust, our artisan pizzas may be our best ever. Try one for $7.99 and you'll get why we just can't change them.
Can I add pepperoni? No. Mushrooms? Olives? Man, you are killing me.
Let's go. From the crack, off the backboard.
Oh, you're up.
Ah.
So close.
Now, where were we? Okay, this one's good for 2.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
Time now for our Honda Games Summary. Visit your local Chicagoland Honda dealer today and test drive a 2012 Honda Accord. Cubs got 4 runs in the first, 4 more in the third. A couple of big home runs today by Stewart and LaHare. Cardinals getting back in it with 5 in the 5th. Dolis worked a scoreless 6th, got some help from his defense, particularly David DeJesus in right. And he'll face Carlos Beltran here in the bottom of the 7th. And a bouncer surrounded by Darwin Barney. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Love that. It's kind of surprising to see some balls hit in the air against Rafael Dolis in his last inning of work. The deep fly ball by Furcal to the warning track and the line drive by Matt Holliday. That's a little more what we're used to seeing when Rafael Dolis is on the mound. Just a smothered sinker.
And back-to-back lefties. If anybody reaches That's why James Russell is cranking it up. Freese takes ball one. Cleveland spoiled the Royals home opener. 8-3 the final. Derek Lowe over Luke Hochevar. That ball was dipping and diving, and Soriano makes the catch. Made a couple of catches just like that here in the early going.
That was not an easy play out there in left field. That ball was hooking hard, really sinking. He has made some nice plays out there in left field. We showed you a shot of Dave McKay on that Cubs bench. He defers all the credit to Soriano for the hard work he's put in this spring, but Dave McKay's the guy out there with him on a daily basis, working on his defense, making him a more complete player.
Molina forces Stewart to charge, and he'll get him. Dolis did a nice job. 2 scoreless innings. Corner outfielders helping him out. And the Cubs lead 9-5 after 7.
Okay, who gets occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, or bloating? Get ahead of it. One Phillips Colon Health Probiotic Cap a day helps defend against digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria.
Hit me.
Live the regular life. Phillips.
Did you know when you get heartburn, it's too late to take Prilosec? Because Prilosec is not intended for immediate relief. But it's never too late for Zantac. Prilosec takes at least 24 hours to reach its full effect. But Zantac works differently. It relieves heartburn in as little as 30 minutes. Its fast-release acid blockers are clinically proven to relieve heartburn when it occurs. In fact, no pill relieves heartburn faster. So when heartburn strikes, try Zantac. This has been Medifax for Zantac.
At Mobil, we believe it's smarter to change your oil than change your car. We believe in friends that go the extra mile, and engines that go the extra years. We believe your engine should last till this little one has little ones of her own. That's why we created Mobil Super, tested and proven to help reduce wear, prevent sludge, and extend the life of your engine for the long, long run. Mobil Super for long engine life.
And so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were there. On that day, keep feeling fascination.
Cubs, Marlins, Wednesday at 7 East on WGN America.
9-5, the Cubs with a lead, looking for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. And Marlon Byrd takes a strike from McClellan, working in his 2nd consecutive inning, as opposed to working like the 4th and the 8th.
Just pick your spots.
Yeah. Byrd got hit. And we'll take first base. We'll see Blake DeWitt come off the bench and pinch hit.
Look, that got him on the right side there. His backside as he turned into that pitch looked like it clipped him on the right rib cage, maybe just below the rib cage on the right side. Painful start, but a good start to the inning.
Blake DeWitt, who grew up a Cardinal fan in Sykeston, Missouri, said not a lot of family and friends bothered him today as he's going to ground into a 4.63 for tickets. Everybody's still working, but he said, I got hit pretty hard for Saturday and Sunday. Check out the new Audi Legends Suite on the new Veen Investments Suite level. Watch the game with a former Cub and listen to classic stories about life as a Cub. With a luxury food and beverage package and a unique gift for each guest, the Audi Legends Suite is the most exclusive way to watch a Cubs game. For more information, visit Cubs.com/suites. Well, a good game for David DeJesus, especially with the glove. Hey, Bob, you know, I had seen glimpses of DeJesus in spring training, but haven't really watched him on an everyday basis. I think he's the kind of player who grows on you just because he's good at everything, not great at one thing, but he doesn't have any glaring weaknesses in his game. He's a baseball player.
Yep. He talked about his work defensively in this ball game today. Never more evident than that 6th inning after a ground out to start the inning. He initially misjudged a Rafael Furcal fly ball, but retreated quickly enough to make the play. And then that John Jay hustle double when he had to barehand the ball. Then a diving catch on a line drive.
James Russell will come in and work the bottom of the 8th with the Cubs leading by 4.
What's up, America?
I am Barney from America. America loves it. I see the face of America, and it is divine.
America is a melting pot.
God bless America.
I just signed us up for Dish. Looks like we have another winner in the house.
I'll get the ribbons.
First place for recording the most shows at once, the Hopper. First place for having the most HD DVR storage space, the Hopper. All right, Milbies, let's hear it. M-I-L-B-Y. Why? Because we win.
Dish introduces the Hopper, the largest HD DVR available. So now you can record and store up to 2,000 hours of TV. And it's free when you sign up for Dish.
Let's play indoors this weekend. All we need is a couple of gallons of our hardest working paint from the Get It Done place that gives us more top-rated brands than anywhere else. At prices that won't shake up our budget. Let's make a one-wall statement or tackle a total room takeover with paint that'll get the job done in fewer trips up and down the ladder. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. The #1 brand of paint just got better, starting at $23.98.
21st Century here with 2 identical, stolen cars. Luckily, the 2 cars that used to be here were both covered against theft. One through these guys, the other through 21st Century. So both cars can be replaced. But drivers who switch from Allstate to 21st save $577 a year. Call 888-422-1074 or visit 21st.com. 21st Century Insurance.
Dig it, 21st.
James Russell with back-to-back lefties due up. We'll start the bottom of the 8th. Nice job, Rafael Dolis. 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs.
James Russell's been really good in the early going. He's retired the only 2 lefties he's faced. He's retired all 3 righties that he faced. I take that back. He did walk 1 right-hander, but got the 3. Going to face back-to-back lefties to start this bottom half of the 8th inning.
Bunted foul by Carpenter. Soriano drifting back toward the corner, and he has it. One away, and it's Descalzo, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Cardinals spoiled the opening of Marlins Park, beating Miami a week ago Wednesday. First game of the regular season in the States. And then Miami went on a week-long road trip. Well, back tonight to host Houston for the weekend. And John Morosi from FoxSports.com tweeting there are a bunch of empty seats, thousands of empty seats as they start tonight. So maybe a late arriving crowd, but I am curious how they draw in the first year of their new retractable roof stadium in Miami. We'll be there on Tuesday night. Bird is going to have to chase this one down. Descalzo with a double. Well, you hit that ball a ton.
Very nice piece of hitting to stay back on that breaking ball as it worked its way toward the outside corner and still get the barrel on it. Marlon Byrd was shading him the other way, not anticipating him pulling the ball against James Russell, and bangs it off the barrier out there in center field for a double.
Chris Bosio is going to come out as Tyler Green will be the pinch hitter. Kerry Wood appears to be ready in the bullpen. Raining again. But nothing too hard that would stop the festivities. Here's Green. And Soto lost the ball for a moment, but Descalzo did not try to advance. Foul tip. Switch hitter for call on deck.
Hey, could see Kerry Wood to face for call. For call has always been a much better hitter from the right side of the plate. More power from the right side of the plate as well.
Russell's 1-2. He got him. Swing and a miss. And Dale Swaim will make a change. So it'll be Kerry Wood against Rafael Furcal when we come back.
This is an interrogation.
Law and Order: Criminal Intent. Weekends on WGN America.
No Pepsi for you. And what do you do?
I sing.
Enough! All right. Pepsi for you.
No, Pepsi for all.
Yeah, boy!
Can I have everyone's attention, please?
Everyone, if I may direct your attention to the television.
WGN.
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 WGN America.
WGN America.
Where the fans are in charge. This is WGN America, home to the biggest shows on television.
The biggest shows on TV.
Nice. Looks like WGN America filled out in all the right places.
I want to go to there.
You're good, WGN America. You're very good.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of the third inning. Great times are on deck. Grab some Buds. Pepsi Max, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste. The Illinois Lottery. Do you believe in the power of possibility? The Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible. And by Ford, manufacturers of more fuel-efficient vehicles than any other brand. Check them out at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com. Kerry Wood had his best outing of the season in his third game a couple days ago against Milwaukee. Struck out the side. And he'll face Rafael Furcal, who will continue to hit lefty after getting ready to bat right-handed against the lefty Russell.
Furcal 1 for 10 lifetime against Kerry Wood. This is a move most managers make. They choose to turn Furcal around to that left side of the plate.
Here we go. Fouled back. Going to be a lot of waterlogged baseball fans here in St. Louis after this one. And maybe beverage logged by the end of the night.
Yeah, that too. Soaked from the inside out.
Top toward first, and it'll take Brian Lahair right to the bag.
Room service.
We go to the ninth. Cubs 9, Cards 5.
Landed on the surface of the moon. Oh, you like that guy? Like you the one drinking what God said. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 to the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I want to play back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
We picked a great seafood place. It's a tad bit pricey. And hopefully we caught the chef on a good night.
Golden Corral's pan-seared seafood and more. It's delicious tilapia, shrimp scampi, sirloin, beef tips, and more. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for one low price, only at Golden Corral.
Most women may not be properly absorbing the calcium they take because they don't take it with food. Switch to Citracal Maximum Plus D. It's the only calcium supplement that can be taken with or without food. That's why my doctor recommends Citracal Maximum. It's all about absorption.
People are taking a stand and booking on choicehotels.com.
After a long day of sightseeing, we just want a great room to kick back and watch a movie.
Princess Pink Pony!
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah!
When I save 20% on my hotel, I do my happy dance.
It's your voice, it's your choicehotels.com, where you'll always find a cozy room. Plus, you can save up to 20% every day. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Oh, never underestimate the power of the guilty conscience.
Relationships are like a freeway. Wait a minute. A month ago, you told me relationships were like a traveling circus.
How I Met Your Mother, tonight at 8 East, 5 West.
Follow the Cubs with the MLB.com at Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text it BAT to 31826 or visit Cubs.com for details.
Rainy afternoon here in St. Louis. Has not put a damper on the Cubs offense. An offense which scored 8 runs yesterday, 9 today. And a new pitcher, Fernando Salas, working to Darwin Barney.
See his numbers so far this season. He saved 24 games for the Cardinals last year.
Fly ball hit well out in the deep right center. Jay has it. John Jay with a running grab.
That seems like a long time ago. Wasn't Ryan Franklin the closer for the Cardinals at the beginning of the season last year? Remember, Ryan Franklin had the Billy Goat beard, and he failed miserably early in the season and became a bullpen by committee for a while until ultimately Jason Mott took control of that closer's job. But Salas filled that role for a while.
3-hit day for Castro. Today picking up his 100th career multi-hit game, going back to 1945. Only took him 291 games to get 100 multi-hit games. Only Bill Madlock and Andre Dawson did it in fewer as a Cub since 1945. Sean Camp up along with Carlos Marmol. Fly ball to right, and it is Beltran. 2 down. Two and 0. Cue shot. Long run over for Descalzo, and he'll make the play. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead by 4.
Have you met the neighbors of late night? Liz Lemon.
I'm your worst nightmare is who I is.
Bender.
Only I didn't have so much crunk in my badunkadunk.
Frank.
Make some cash.
Welcome to the neighborhood. That's what we call a block party. Late nights on WGN America.
Lunch? Usual.
Hey guys, this is a defining moment. We can continue down a bland avenue, or we can turn this day around with a spicy chicken sandwich from
Wendy's.
How about a darn signal?
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich starts with a tender whole filet and our perfect blend of 7 tasty spices. Or layer on more flavor with our spicy guacamole chicken club. Tastes that are way past ordinary. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
Sorry, folks. Our landing time got moved back another hour.
Hunger getting to you? Grab a Ritz Crackerfuls, made with real cheese and whole grain. It'll help keep you satisfied until your next meal. Get hunger before it gets you.
Cubby, step into the perpetual motion simulator. We're testing new Degree, the only antiperspirant activated directly by movement. Activating protection, Bear! It releases bursts of protection as you move. Feeling fresh and dry, Bear! The more you move, the more it works. Oh, no! New long-lasting Degree with motion sense. Help me! Keep running.
Our Budweiser plays of the game. 3-run homer, Ian Stewart, his first as a Cub, his first in 2 seasons in the first inning. And then 2 innings later, Brian LaHare with his first career grand slam. That's how you do it. Plays of the game brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some Buds. Don't know if the Cubs can rely on the 3-run homer as the main source of their offense this year, but when you get them, you want to take advantage.
Absolutely. I think the Cubs may hit more home runs than we expected initially, especially once the weather heats up a little bit. If Ian Stewart continues to swing the bat the way he has been recently. Brian LaHare, no question, a power hitter, hits the ball to all fields. Soriano will heat up and start to hit the ball out of the ballpark. We know that.
Not a save spot for Marmol. With his team leading by 4 here in the 9th. Oh, 2 pitch, just missed on a slider. I don't think we will see Lance Berkman in a pinch hitting role. Mike Matheny said he is available, but it didn't sound like he wanted to use him at all today, battling the calf strain.
Yeah, apparently it's a very similar injury that Berkman had back in the 09 season, and he tried to play through it and ended up going on the disabled list as he injured it more. Nice backdoor slider for a called strike 3.
Crowd didn't like it. Doesn't matter. Greg Gibson made the call. 1 down.
Greg Gibson has always been an umpire that calls the high strike, but maybe takes a little bit away down there at the knees. We've seen it throughout the afternoon. That time the high breaking pitch, a called strike 3.
Holiday with a hit and 3 flyouts. Darwin Barney. We often joke about it. Well, it's always good to win on getaway day. It's always good to start a road trip with a win. It's just good to win.
Yeah, that middle game of a series is always good to win too.
Outside to Beltran. 1-0. Two and one. First time Dale Swaim and Mike Matheny have matched up. First of many. Cubs and Cardinals 2-2. Marmol ready. And Beltran held. Full count, 3-2. Another 3-2, and we'll do it yet again. Swing and a miss. Cubs win. Cubs win 9-5 the final as Marmol goes 1-2-3 in the ninth. We'll have more from St. Louis in a moment.
It's over! Prohibition is over!
Did we read your mind? Depends. Did your mind say, I wish somebody would build a fuel-efficient crossover that has things like an available panoramic sunroof, voice command navigation system, third-row seating, and class-leading horsepower? If so, then yes. Yes, we did read your mind. The 2013 Kia Sorento.
GPS to find the fertilizer? We should go to Ace, where we can zip in, find what we need, and zip out.
Our speedy-sized stores help get your weekend back at Ace.
I have two products in front of you, and we're going to start with product X. This is a very affordable product that will help save you a lot of money.
I like it. I like it too.
This is product Y. This is a much more expensive product. You will not see a lot of savings with this one.
Harsh.
You chose Geico, and you did not choose their competitor. Was this your first car insurance taste test?
Okay, who gets occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, or bloating? Get ahead of it. One Phillips Colon Health Probiotic Cap a day helps defend against digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria.
Hit me!
Live the regular life. Phillips.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of the first inning. Great times are on deck. Grab some Buds. Pepsi Max, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste. The Illinois Lottery. Do you believe in the power of possibility? The Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible. And by Ford, manufacturers of more fuel-efficient vehicles than any other brand. Check them out at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com. Final totals for the Cubs: 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 4 left on base, 2 homers today. Stewart and LaHare. Stewart is first, LaHare is second in his first career grand slam. For the Cardinals, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 8 men stranded. Winning pitcher Jeff Samardzija, he's 2-0 on the year. Adam Wainwright, coming back from Tommy John surgery, has lost his first 2 decisions. Sellout crowd 46,882. Game time 2 hours 42 minutes following a 1 hour and 44 minute rain delay. Our next WGN broadcast of Cubs baseball will be Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Cubs and the Marlins from brand new Marlins Park. Once again, our final score, the Cubs 9, the Cardinals 5. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is next.
Your car is everything. Your taxi, your moving van, your baby. And for over 30 years, AutoZone has had the parts you can count on to keep it going. But parts are just part of what we do. We're part buddy, part mentor, part of the American way of doing things. So whether you're Mr. DIY or a master mechanic, AutoZone has your back. Parts are just part of what we do.
Get in the zone.
AutoZone.
Okay, who gets occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, or bloating? Get ahead of it. One Phillips Colon Health Probiotic Cap a day helps defend against digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria.
Hit me.
Live the regular life. Phillips.
At Domino's, we've always said yes. You wanted your pizza delivered? We said yes. You wanted to track your pizza, change our 50-year-old recipe, pizza in a blizzard? Yes, yes, and yes. But when it comes to our artisan pizzas, we're saying...
No. Sorry, I can't add any different toppings to artisan.
With perfectly balanced toppings and a hand-stretched crust, our artisan pizzas may be our best ever. Try one for $7.99 and you'll get why we just can't change them.
Can I add pepperoni? No. Mushrooms? Olives? Man, you are killing me.
Lawn gnomes, bird baths, and the competition are officially on notice. Craftsman Turn-Tight Tractors, a best-in-class 6-inch turning radius, 50% tighter than any other tractor. Craftsman, trust in your hands.
Sunday, heavy hitters Konerko and Fielder step up to the plate in Chicago. White Sox, Tigers. Sunday, 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
Welcome to the 10th inning show. The Cubs spoiled the Cardinals home opener. 9-5 the final today. The Cubs got 2 big home runs. Ian Stewart, a 3-run shot, pulled to right in the first inning. And then Brian LaHare went oppo. A grand slam, the first of his career and the first for the Cubs since late 2010. Jeff Samardzija beats Adam Wainwright as we look ahead. The Cubs' upcoming schedule. This is the first of a 6-game road trip. Day games the rest of this series. Off day in Miami. And then we will greet you next on WGN Tuesday night. Cubs and Marlins from Marlins Park. When we come back, we'll have the highlights of this Cubs victory. 9-5 the final.
You met the neighbors of late night?
So I'll make this quick.
Liz Lemon.
Who is this? Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare is who I is.
Bender.
Only I didn't have so much crunk in my badunkin'.
Frank.
Let's get another house, flip it over, make some cash.
Eddie.
Booyah!
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, is it? Is it amazing?
That's what we call a block party.
Of course I've been up all night.
Late nights on WGN America.
Pull on those gardening gloves, grab the nearest spade, and let's see how colorful an afternoon can be. With certified advice to help us expand our palette and prices that give us more spring per dollar, we can mix the right soil with the right ideas and bring even more color to any garden. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Lay down a new look with Earth Grow Mulch, now 3 bags for just $10.
Most women may not be properly absorbing the calcium they take because they don't take it with food. Switch to Citracal Maximum Plus D. It's the only calcium supplement that can be taken with or without food. That's why my doctor recommends Citracal Maximum. It's all about absorption.
Until the conversation turned, until the sun went down, and many fantasies. On that
Watch your steps when you get up, kids, because I am about to drop some knowledge. Relationships are like a freeway.
Wait a minute. A month ago, you told me relationships were like a traveling circus.
How I Met Your Mother. Tonight at 8 East, 5 West on WGN America.
Cubs winning 9-5 in front of a packed house here in St. Louis. Cardinals will get their World Championship rings tomorrow. The Cubs will look for their third consecutive win after beating Milwaukee 8-0 yesterday, and 9-5 the final today as we get into the highlights of this one. And right off the bat, they did not let Adam Wainwright get comfortable. First three guys reached. Castro with an RBI single. Two batters later, Ian Stewart with a 3-run homer. And the onslaught was on. Third inning with one out, three guys reached, 2 walks and a single, and then Brian LaHare goes to the opposite field for his first career grand slam. 8-0 at that point. Bob, the Cardinals would make it interesting with 5 runs in the 5th inning, but kudos to the Cubs bullpen today as they shut the door.
Yeah, well, you know, really, Len, with the exception of that 5th inning when Jeff Samardzija gave up 4 2-out hits, they did a really nice job of spacing out the Cardinals offense today. Just that one bad inning, but Cubs offense was able to overcome it.
We will talk more about Jeff Samardzija's performance. The right-hander is now 2-0 to start the season when we come back.
The 10th inning is brought to you by your neighborhood Culver's, home of the Butter Burger and fresh frozen custard.
Lawn gnomes, bird baths, and the competition are officially on notice. Craftsman turn-tight tractors, a best-in-class 6-inch turning radius, 50% tighter than any other tractor. Craftsman, trust in your hands.
Get the 20-piece McNuggets. What? That lovely girl? Caught your eye? 20-piece McNuggets are only $4.99. We offer to share them. A conversation begins.
That's pretty smart.
I've been around.
20-piece chicken McNuggets, only $4.99. Just one of the awesome tastes available only on McDonald's new extra value menu. The simple joy of being extra smart.
This is Lois. The day starts with arthritis pain, a load of new listings, and 2 pills. After a morning of walk-ups, it's back to more pain, back to more pills. The evening showings bring more pain and more pills, sealing the deal when, hang on, her doctor recommended Aleve. It can relieve pain all day with fewer pills than Tylenol. This is Lois, who chose 2 Aleve and fewer pills for a day free of pain. And get the all-day pain relief of Aleve and liquid gels.
Gorin plays good cop. Eames plays bad cop. These guys play guilty. Together they make good versus badder days on WGN America. Fighting criminals this bad feels so good. All day Saturday starting at 9 a.m. Sunday, heavy hitters Konerko and Fielder step up to the plate in Chicago. White Sox, Tigers. Sunday, 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
Time now for the Culver's sweet defensive play of the game. The Cubs played really good defense here today. A couple of nice catches in particular by David DeJesus as the Cubs beat the Cardinals 9-5. Jeff Samardzija walked just 1 today. Bob, he's walked 2 guys since the start of spring training. Throwing strikes has been a challenge for him in the past, but he seems like a new guy.
No question about it, Len. This is something he's wanted to do for a long time, be a member of the starting rotation. He worked very hard to improve his secondary pitches, including that slider that's become a good weapon for him. And as I mentioned during the telecast, a very valuable learning experience today. It's a lot easier to pitch in a close ball game because you're concentrating and focusing on every pitch, but Jeff Samardzija learned a valuable lesson about pitching with a big lead in the game today.
We'll have a final word from Busch Stadium after this.
In the final round,
The audience choice ingredient?
Bud Light.
And here we go.
Looks like Chef Dubois is emulsifying the Bud Light into a foam. What's his competitor doing?
He appears to be having a really good time.
A Bud Light reduction for Dubois. And his opponent?
Also improvising nicely. Let's see that again.
Judges.
I like the use of the pressure cooker to tenderize the beef.
But also the use of the cell phone to order the pizza.
It's the sure sign of a good time. It's just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Sorry, Chef, we're gonna need more ingredient.
Wait, that's not enough buildup. And?
High five, America, because we're giving you great comedy 5 days a week.
5 days a week?
5 days a week.
Why, that deserves
the highest of fives.
So when you think America, think 5.
Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's great comedy.
Give me what? 5.
5 days a week.
Freeze frame high five.
All week long, right here on WGN America.
Not leave a brother hanging. Woo!
The 10th inning has been brought to you by your neighborhood Culver's, home of the Butter Burger and fresh frozen custard.
Final today, the Cubs 9, the Cardinals 5. It's probably too early, Bob, to try to come up with any sort of season trends, but the Cubs, who were really challenged to score runs in the first 6 games of the season, all of a sudden have put up 17 over the last 2.
I don't know if we can expect 9 runs a ball game, 10 hits a ball game for the Chicago Cubs, but it was good to see the way they bunched their hits together in the game today. We saw it in the final game of the homestand against the Brewers, and once again here today.
Well, after a long rain delay, the Cardinals had a very elaborate opening ceremony here with Tony La Russa, who has retired as the Cardinal manager, carrying out last year's World Series trophy. In fact, the last 4 World Series trophies won by the Cardinals going back to the 60s, and Mike Matheny and Dale Swain meeting at home plate. It's going to happen a lot over the next few years.
You know, Len, I was just thinking that when I saw that that shot earlier. These two guys are going to go head-to-head many, many times in the future here, and it's going to be tremendously exciting. Mike Matheny, with his connection to the Cardinal organization, he's red-blooded through and through, and Dale Swain is very quickly becoming a favorite of mine, and you know he loves to beat the Cardinals.
Chris Volstad and Paul Maholm will go on Saturday and Sunday, and you know how important it is to have rotation depth, something the Cubs talked a lot about in spring training. Well, Garza, Dempster, Samardzija have all really pitched well. Volstad just okay his first time out, and Paul Maholm would like to be a lot better than he was his first time out.
Well, and I would anticipate that he will be better the next time out. Paul Maholm, a guy that really needs to finesse his way through an opposing lineup, and maybe a little overamped his first time out, made a lot of mistakes in the middle of the plate. I expect a much better outing from him, as well as Chris Volstad.
And, you know, scoring runs in this ballpark is something you really have to do, because the Cardinals, with or without Albert Pujols or Lance Berkman, they've got a very, very strong offense.
No question about it, Len. I mean, even some of the new guys that we didn't know much about, Matt Carpenter down at first base, showed he's got a real nice swing today, hit the ball hard a few times. And, you know, Rafael Furcal, they'll have him for a full season this year. Matt Holliday is going to put up monster numbers. I think John Jay is a budding superstar. This Cardinals team is not going to have too many problems scoring runs this year. It was a good outing by the Cubs today. Like we said, the pitching staff did a great job with the exception of that 5th inning.
So the Cubs will go for their 3rd in a row tomorrow, early afternoon game. We'll be back with you on WGN for Game 1 of the upcoming series in Miami. The newly named Miami Marlins, Cubs and Fish, coming up next week. Good night, everybody.
Kids, you remember my first date with Robin.
I think I'm in love with you.
What?
Well, here's the thing. Normal people, you know, people who aren't your dad, usually take longer to say, I love you. Robin went through the